We want to make sure that we understand that is we are looking for people who need our solutions, who has a problem for me to solve. I mean, you preach that a lot,
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%. Like spend less time with people who are just wasting your time. Like
Yep.
there's other people that need to have a conversation with you today.
We have 3 roles
hmm
in what we do. So role number 1 is we're a problem solver first. I want everybody to write this down. So role number 1, we're problem solvers first. We are looking for problems to solve with our solution. We're dealing, this was probably years ago, Matt. I can't remember who used to say this. We're only going after about a 5% of the real estate market. Everyone else has time to list with an agent.
Oh, sure.
Everyone else has time to do, time to sell their property on their own.
Mhm.
But now it's even less than that, I think, with the way the market's changed.
For sure. It's like,
Yeah.
well, now if you want to sell even with an agent, good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
listing success, I don't know, just a real quick stat that I think is crazy is a year and a half ago, listing success in Phoenix, Arizona was like 98, 99%.
Yeah, exactly.
That even the bad properties that were listed way too much would still sell. Like nowadays across the country, listing success is down as much as 56%.
Yep.
So like that means a year and a half ago, 10 houses go up for sale,
Yep.
10 houses sell. Now
Exactly.
10 houses go up for sale, even on the traditional route, because we're so used to working the 5% over here. You know, the red apples that Dave was saying yesterday. We're so used to working this really small segment. Like, look, even the other properties, there's a tremendous amount of people who need to sell right now.
Yep.
And only 5 out of 10 properties actually sell.
Exactly.
Right. So
Exactly. So
we have
there's a
more
lot of-
leverage than ever.
There's a lot of opportunities, but remember, you're a problem solver first,
Mhm.
then you're a closer second, salesperson second, closer,
Mhm.
however you want to name it. And then number 3 is you're a buyer of real estate third.
Mm.
Unless you're doing real estate investing, wholesaling is not real estate
Not real estate
investing.
investing. No.
It is marketing and sales,
Mhm.
right? Marketing generates the opportunity. Sales converts that opportunity into a transaction. So you have to remember that if you got to get away from thinking like I love wholesaling. Like
Yeah,
wholesaling is
100%.
a great
That's
way.
how you get
That's
in,
how you
man.
get
I
in.
wholesale my first probably 120 deals, and look, I left money on the table.
Absolutely.
But I needed money. I was broke.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I started getting money, I was like,
Exactly.
okay, now I started buying
Yeah.
real estate and bought a lot of real estate
Yep.
this year. But like I didn't start there.
Correct.
Right. And we talked about yesterday that wholesaling, like you have to see yourself as a deal finder, right?
Exactly.
And you get good at finding the deals. So when the time comes and you're ready to buy your own deals, you know how to find the best ones
Exactly.
anyways.
Exactly. And that's why not everyone fits in that box, just like you saw on that call. We need to
Mhm.
be problem solvers first, closers, salespeople second, and then the real estate piece happens to come third, unless you're just looking for rentals. But I will challenge those that are having that mindset. You still got to go through the conversation. You
Mhm.
can't just call someone as like and start the conversation as like, all I'm looking for is terms. That's it. I don't want to talk to you after that. All right, we
That's
can run.
true.
Let's run. Let's hear another call.
Hello.
Hello, Suzanne.
Visalia.
Oh, hi, Suzanne. My name is Max. I am calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Chenoweth Road.
Yes,
Okay. I had some notes on here. Said you were considering selling that property.
I was. Yes.
Oh, you were. Okay. So not no more, or what's going on?
No. Can you tell me who your partner is?
So I believe you either talked to Thomas or Mateo.
Okay. At this point in time, no, I'm not. Well, as I've always said, unless you're going to give me an offer of $350,000, which I don't think you can do,
Okay. Got
as
it.
is, then
Mhm.
I'm not interested in selling. If you can give me the 300 or close to 350, then I might consider it. But
Okay.
I don't think, for your purposes, that you want to pay that much for it.
Probably couldn't do it one lump sum. We could give you 350 or more if you were to give us some time to pay it off. I mean, that's really the way that it would work, right? You wouldn't get all of your money up front. You would just have a timeline of delay, but I can definitely do that. Go back to my underwriting team and we could do 350 even more. I mean, we would need to know how much time you would give us to pay that off.
I think that, and it may have been one of your partners, it may have been one of the men that you took, but I think he thought of that and he didn't think it would work.
Probably not. It wasn't one of ours. I think
Okay.
the notes I have on here, it's, I think they said the cash offer wouldn't work. And that's why I was calling, because I'm going back through some of the files where we weren't able to, work with anybody or work with certain individuals because we were too far in the one lump sum. And that's why I'm talking about if we were able to give you, the 350 or maybe even more in that case, if you would be open to giving us some time, right? Whatever that time is that you feel comfortable giving us.
Well, if you can figure out some way that you can give me 350 or more over a period of I don't know, how long would you need?
That's fair enough. I know in the past, other sellers that have worked with us in this regards, what my underwriting team typically likes to be at is either is somewhere around 50 to 60 months minimum, especially when we're overpaying for some of these properties. Yeah, especially when we're given. Yeah, exactly.
I depending on what you could offer me and depending on the conditions, I could do 5 years.
This one here was really interesting. Again, she was, we already had spoken to her before. She was pretty firm on the price. It's a great property, actually. It would have made a really good rental.
Really?
She owed like 120,000 on it.
Okay.
And so typically this would be what I call a hybrid deal.
Yep.
Right. So subject to, we'll pick it up subject to the existing loan. And then obviously the seller would carry the second on it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what's beautiful about this, right? Is that if I'm talking to you, Matt, and basically the way I structured that deal was, look, what we're going to do is we're going to continue to make the equal monthly payments on the loan, which was $800 a month.
Yep.
And then in 60 months, you're going to access all your equity.
Mm.
So what I did is, what did I do? I just, out of thin air, create the second that you got to carry. No payments, no interest. You're going to access the equity in 60 months.
That's perfect.
Right?
I love it.
So the property rented for $1,600 a month.
And the underlying mortgage was how much?
It was 800, and the PITI was $800 a month. Yeah. So we
Very
were going back and forth.
nice.
Yeah. So, but
So
that's
in 60 months, when she accesses her equity, is that paid in a lump sum, like a balloon, or is it paid monthly?
it'll have to be all paid out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the second, which is the seller carryback part or the seller finance part, I didn't actually, I just said, access all that equity in 60
Do you guys see what he did there? So guys, in any sort of negotiation, and gals, any sort of negotiation is price and terms. Okay. If they get their terms, which is I want to sell in 30, I want to sell in 2 weeks, and I want to do this, and I want post possession and blah, 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 blah. Cool. I want my price.
Yeah.
Right. If they get their price, I want my terms.
Yeah.
Right.
And in that call, one thing that I like to do, especially when we're overpaying for properties, I will set a standard and a guideline like I did with her.
Mhm.
I said, look, typically when we are talking about making you equal monthly payments, our underwriting team likes to do anywhere from 60 to 120 months. They won't go anything less than 60. So if you want anything less than 60, I can't go bring them that that deal. Now a lot of times I'll ask them, what are your goals? What are you looking to do? To figure out if it meets there. But usually I'm going really high. I'm going 120 months. And I don't ever talk in years either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is my entire business. Like what my day-to-day operation is.
Yep.
And our entire scale team over here, we have 9 salespeople.
Yeah.
We only buy these types of deals. So like there's a whole nother avenue of real estate investing. Once you guys get into wholesaling, start doing these cash deals, there's a whole nother world over here too.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
Exactly.